So the verdict is in on the performance of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And it seems to be rather good. Which, hey, I mean, enjoy your 30 frames per second. No. I'm not going to throw the game under the bus like that. When I played Breath of the Wild on the Wii U, it ran at 30, but man, there were some issues when a lot of things came on the screen, which I'm going to get into based off of a video that I will link in the description from Nintendo World Report TV that does a really good in-depth kind of overview on how well the draw distance is and the level of detail, et cetera, is actually in Tears of the Kingdom. But gotta go to my favorite Nintendo Life website and check out what they're reporting here. And all the other websites are saying essentially the same thing. I looked at 3. But Nintendo World says that is reporting that this build of Tears of the Kingdom ran at 30 FPS with the resolution of 1600 by 900, so 900p in docked mode. So obviously it'll probably go down. The resolution will go down when played in handheld. The game was consistently running at this frame rate in most cases, but there were drops during more heated moments, which is to be expected. To be honest, they say performance for the most part is rather solid, but we did notice some instances when using Ultra Hand where the frame rate took a noticeable hit. And the guys over here at Nintendo World kind of said that when you're using Link's special abilities, it slows down. There's like a slight hiccup. And we're gonna reference that video clip in just a second. Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to put a few things in perspective here. Nintendo Switch came out in 2017 off of hardware that's already 3 years old. Okay, so technically your Switch is almost 10 years old. The fact that this game can run this well with this amount of detail in a game that's this big, that looks this great, is actually quite impressive. Very impressive, actually. So let's go to a quick section here where Nintendo World explains where the hiccup is.
In fact, the only place where I was able to spot a consistent momentary drop was when activating one of Link's new powers. This likely has to do with the sudden burst of alpha effects that fill the screen.
I think that could be fixed
Steve attaches a bomb
over time.
To his arrow and causes a massive explosion. In both cases, this may actually be a combo of both alpha effects filling the frame, along with a bunch of
there's a little bit of a hiccup there
being called for all at once. It's not surprising we'd get a momentary drop in these sorts of scenarios. But beyond that, performance seems consistent.
That's great, but my worry, okay, ladies and gentlemen, is the larger boss battles, right? What's going to happen there? I mean, there's little things. Again, they this video, which I will link in the description from Nintendo World Report TV, the grass and textures and anti-aliasing and a bit of ambient occlusion is all running pretty well on here. Which again, I got to reiterate, it's pretty impressive off the hardware that Nintendo is working with. So my main concern is the big boss fights. That's when it becomes an issue. I ran into some slowdown in the most recent Metroid Dread, and it kind of messed me up. It was one particular boss fight, and it was messing me up pretty bad. And a Metroid game with boss fights, it requires a lot of technical skills at some points, and so that's my only concern with what's going to potentially happen with slowdowns, because that kind of really ruins the experience in my opinion. But hey, I think what Nintendo's accomplished here visually and everything else is mighty impressive, especially on hardware that is 10 years old, which, I mean, what do you guys think? I feel like it's really time. We need that new Switch. I think Nintendo's been working on a new Switch, whatever they're going to call it. Hopefully then maybe I'll play this game on the new Nintendo console when it's running a little faster than 30 FPS. But that being said, hey, do you think this is going to affect the way that you enjoy the game? And do you think it'll be fixed down the line? Do you think they'll be able to get it to run faster? Who knows? Let me know down in the comment. Like, subscribe. I appreciate you guys. That's some news. Have a great day.